All right, so the Detroit Lions are 6-2. Receiver core is solid. It's solid. We lost Marvin Jones. Hope he's doing well. Hope he gets whatever was troubling him or whatever family business he had to attend to. I hope it works out. But the Lions they're in a precarious situation at wide receiver coming up. All right, it's gonna be quite the year coming up for the Detroit Lions. St. Brown is entering the last year of his deal. He, in my opinion, should be the number one priority. Got to extend him. I'm expecting a Debo-type Samuel deal. He has earned his extension, and he going to get paid. Priority number one. Second to that would be extending Jared Goff. Now, we got some questions at wide receiver. Antoine Green under contract, Jamison Williams under contract, Khalif Raymond under contract, and St. Brown under contract even before the extension. Now, we took 5 wide receivers into the season with the 5th one, Marvin Jones. He's gone. In his place is Donovan Peoples-Jones, right? Right now, Donovan Peoples-Jones is a loner. Josh Reynolds is on the last year of his deal. Now, let me ask you this. This is a tough question. In the offseason, you got to re-sign somebody. What do? Do you A, sign one over the other? Do you B, sign both? Or do you C, sign one or the other, meaning Josh Reynolds, DPJ, and bring a free agent in from outside the organization? Based on what Brad Holmes has done, I think it's going to be, hey, they're going to sign both. DPJ is 24 years old. Josh Reynolds is 29 or will be 29. He's been solid. I want to bring him back. But if they bring back these guys, our wide receiver room is not going to change at all. It's going to stay the same. Chris Godwin will be a free agent. Mike Evans will be a free agent if they don't tag either one of these guys. So Braylon says re-sign Reynolds all day. Re-sign Reynolds. Okay, wait a minute. So we're choosing, I just want to be clear, we are choosing to re-sign Josh Reynolds over re-signing Donovan Peoples-Jones. I know that Donovan has 0 sample size on this team, but the upside to DPJ is worth considering. He's 24 years old. 24. So he'll be like 25 by the time we have to re-sign him. I love me some Josh Reynolds. I would love for him to stay. I want to keep both. I mean, because you're talking about a super duper cheap deal for DPJ. Super duper cheap, bro. Jones can teach J-Mo how to catch. I would try to reach out to Godwin, says Braylon. Cam Sutton, we should still draft a receiver, says Ed. Okay, I'm keeping DPJ, says T-Stay Cole. If the Lions win the Super Bowl, Marvin Jones still getting a ring just out of curiosity? That is a good question. I would love to keep both. Okay, so you got to choose one. You have to choose one because that's the question that was asked for me yesterday. I would choose Donovan Peoples-Jones. I would, only because the upside is so the youth. I love Josh Reynolds. I was a big advocate for when he was traded or cut or waived, and I made a video on this channel about when we signed him, but on my other channel it was a no-brainer. And I'm not dismissing what he's done for us, but I'm just like, if I had to choose one over the other, I got to go with youth. I have to go with youth. I know what DPJ can do. I know what he's done with Cleveland, and I got to go with youth. I really do. Josh Reynolds is more reliable. DPJ hasn't done much. He hasn't done much this year. But I'm doing that, Braylon, simply off of youth and potential. Josh Reynolds is either 28 or 29, and he's entering that wide receiver kind of purgatory where he's got maybe 1 or 2 contracts in him. I would love to sign both, but if you had to make me choose, it saddens me. But I would take DPJ all day. Let me know what you think.